Shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right, we in there. All right, shalom. Before I get started with this live lesson, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. All right. The title of this lesson, or this live lesson, is "Come Up Hither," a divine deliverance. All right. And there's only one way, and that way is up. And that's how the elect are going to be delivered out of this, from this destruction. All right, real quick. Okay. Because, you know, it's all in the news right now. It's been flooding on my YouTube feed as of yesterday of, you know, these devils supposedly shooting down chariots and shit like that, which we know it's all bullshit. All right. But the fact that the talks of the so-called UFOs, or what the world calls UAPs, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shema Shai, it just shows us that our salvation is near. All right. And ultimately the remnant, the elect, are going to be delivered. All right. And that's how it's going to happen. All right. This is Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah 16 and 14. And it reads, "Therefore, behold, the days come." All right. This is talking about the future. All right. Really the times we're living in now. All right. Jeremiah 16 and 14. "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that it should be no more said, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." All right. So we're approaching that time. All right. Where now, all right, it's no more going to be said about the deliverance that came out of Egypt, of ancient Egypt, because what's going to happen in these times, this deliverance that's coming out of Babylon the Great, which is spiritual Egypt, America, all right, is going to surpass what was done in ancient Egypt. All right. Jeremiah 16 and 15. It says, "But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." All right. North America. All right. Babylon. All right. "And from all the lands, whither he had driven them." All right. Because pursuing the prophecy, the elect out of the nation of Israel have been scattered amongst the nations. All right. So he's going to come and gather them as well. It says, "But the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers." All right. So we're approaching that time quickly, man. All right. There's only one way, it's up. All right. And that's how the elect are going to escape the destruction. All right. There's no fleeing. There's no fleeing America. You know, trying to flee, you know, going to a bunker or whatever the case is. All right. You know, doomsday prep and all that. The only way out of here is through the divine deliverance of Yahweh Shema Shai via the chariots, man. Okay. That's why the chariots are being seen. All right. That's why the so-called UFOs are being talked about all through the media right now. We are in those times, man. All right. So anyway, back in the scriptures, Isaiah 24. All right. Just had a couple precepts here just to add on to the topic. All right. But it says Isaiah 24 and 13, and it reads, it says, "When thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there should be a shaking. There should be as the shaking of an olive tree, and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done." All right. When the harvest is finished. All right. Meaning those missiles being raining down. All right. Those nuclear missiles, those warheads raining down upon Babylon the Great, America, and various parts of the earth. Right. Real quick. Because it said when there should be a shaking of an olive tree, as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. All right. Going into when the harvest is finished, because the angels, all right, They're coming to clean up, right? And it tells you that the harvest is at the end of the world. Let me make that point, right? Matthew 13, okay? Matthew 13 and 37. And it reads, it says, and he answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. All right, Yahushua. Verse 38, the field is the world, and the good seed are the children of the kingdom. All right, the elect. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. All right, going back to you Edomites. Okay, even you 2/3 can be likened unto them tares as well. All right, it says, the enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. All right, so we're approaching the time of the harvest. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, all right, because when you read further up in the chapter, all right, the Lord is coming to separate the wheat from the tares, okay? It says, and the tares are gathered and burned in the fire. What is that? The nuclear destruction, right? We just read that the harvest is the end of the world, okay? Matthew 13 and 40, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world, right? All the signs are there. Whether you see it or not, whether you deny it or not, all right, we're approaching the end of the world, man. Okay, the end of the age of the wicked. Okay? So you can keep your head in the sand if you want to, man, right? But the missiles are still coming, all right? World War III, the world Armageddon is being prepared right before your eyes, man, right? That's why I said yesterday when I did the lesson, you know, the timing is perfect right now, all right? This week has been full of shit, full of folly, bread and circus, right? Remember, they had the Grammys. We just came off the Super Bowl, which was trash, right? You got Valentine's Day tomorrow. Then you got All-Star Weekend. You got all this shit. February is a month of folly, all right? But in the midst of it, all right, satellites, balloons, right? Balloons from China and Russia supposed to be getting shot down. Esau's telling the world he's shooting down chariots and shit, right? It's a lot of madness, man, okay? So we're expecting that major event to take off sooner than later, all right? Pay attention. Keep your eyes glued to prophecy in the news, man, all right? This devil is doing some shit, okay? Matthew 13 and 40, it says, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. Verse 41, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. All right? And remember, the angels that are being seen, they're doing the, what's the word called? I can't pronounce the word. It's reconnaissance, all right? You know, they're spying out the land, so to speak, man. Okay, the eyes of the Lord, as it tells you, all right? In Amos, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. Okay, the eyes of the Lord are the angels, man. Okay, he's getting ready to destroy this place. Okay, Matthew 13 and 42, it says, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. That's the missiles coming down. All right. There should be wailing and gnashing of teeth. All right. So let's go back. Just want to make that point. Let's read it again. Isaiah 24 and 13. And it reads, it says, when thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there should be as the shaking of an olive tree and as the gleaning grapes when the vintage is done. So when the harvest is finished. Verse 14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They shall cry aloud from the sea. And this represents the elect, okay, being delivered from this destruction. Okay, the point. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, in the fires, even the name of the Lord power of Israel in the isle of the seas. All right, so the elect are going to give glory. They're going to give praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the midst of the fires, because pursuing to Revelation 15, which we'll get that in a second, okay, those who got victory over the beast and his image and his mark, right? John the Revelator saw them, saw them get the victory, and they gave glory to the Lord, right? Real quick, that made me think about that one in Revelation, right? Revelation 11. Let's get that real quick before I go to Revelation 15, because it says they shall lift up their voice. Isaiah 24:14. They shall lift up their voice. They shall sing for the majesty of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. They shall cry aloud from the sea. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea. Right? Revelation 11. Okay? The only way is up. Okay? The elect being delivered on the chariots, man. All right, Revelation 11 and all right, Salakia, bear with me. All right, Revelation 11 and 12, and it says, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. All right, that's the voice of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, as he calls the elect into the heavens, into the chariots. All right, that tractor beam me up, Scotty. All right, that's how it's going to go down. And they heard a great voice, from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud. Okay? The fathership, the chariot. And their enemies beheld them. Showing you that what? 2/3, these Edomites and the rest of these heathen are going to see the salvation of the very elect, which is written about in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. All right? When they see it, they should be troubled with the strangeness, and what does it say, of the strangeness of their salvation. Okay? The enemies of the elect are going to see them getting beamed up into the heavens, man. That's going to happen. A divine deliverance. Okay? Whether you believe it or not. All right? As it is written, Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour, there was a great earthquake. All right, what is that great earthquake? That's the nuclear destruction. And the 10th part of the city fell, which is America. And it says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, because 7 represents completion. So it's going to be a complete destruction. All right. It says, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. You see that? So going back to Isaiah 24. All right. That's how the elect, the saints of the Lord, are going to give praises and songs to the Lord. It said that reading it again, it says, Revelation 11 and 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake was slain of men 7,000. And the remnant, all right, that's the elect, were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. You see that? So imagine that, man. You gotta visualize that. The elect going up, all right, going up into the chariots as those missiles are coming down, man. Barely making it, right? They were affrighted and gave glory, all right? To make it out of that situation is gonna be amazing, man. Right? Lord willing, hey, we be part of that number, man. Okay? Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. We here now. The third woe is here. We're in the midst of World War III right now, man. Right? That's what all of this shit that's going on behind the scenes is about. Right? The distractions, the bread and circus. Right? We in World War III. Okay? This thing has came suddenly upon everybody, man. This is what we all been waiting for. Right? So we here now, as the brother said. We are here now, man. All right? Going back to Isaiah 24. Reading it again, Isaiah 24 and 15. Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea. All right, let me get a couple of precepts. All right, Isaiah 48 and 20, real quick. We are literally almost out this bitch, man. All right, Isaiah 48 Isaiah 48:20, it says, Go ye forth of Babylon, flee ye from the Chaldeans, with a voice of singing, declare ye, tell this, utter it even to the end of the earth. Say ye, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai have redeemed his servant Jacob, man. All right, and that's going to be declared throughout the earth. All right, when this place is destroyed, all right, when the elect receive of that divine deliverance, okay, that reputation is going to be sown back in the earth. All right, that the power of Israel, that the God of the Israelites was behind this. All right, back in Isaiah 24. All right, Salaki, let me get another precept. Bear with me. All right, let me see what this says. Proverbs 20. No, that's not it. Psalms 37. Psalms 37 and verse 34. Ooh, here we go. Psalms 37 and 34, it says, Wait on the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. You see that? When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. Because what? The elect are going to be in the chariots. They're going to actually watch America burn in various parts of the earth. Right? Going back to what? Revelation 15. Let's get it. When the wicked are cut off, we going to see it, Lord's will. Right? I always quote it. Elder Apostle Tahar said it a long time ago. The elect are going to have those courtside front row seats watching Babylon burn, man. Right? Who don't want to be a part of that show? Right? Revelation chapter 15 and verse 1, and it says, And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. And that proves that what? That the nuclear destruction via the missiles is part of the Lord's plagues. All right? Zechariah 14 and 12. It says their eyes shall melt out of their holes, their tongue shall melt out of the midst of their mouth. All right? Niggas are going to get melted, man. But that's part of the plagues. Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the seven last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. All right. So the elect are going to be watching. They're going to be looking down upon the earth. All right. In the firmament, in the upper atmosphere, man. Okay. They're going to watch the world be on fire. Right. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast. So this is what John the Revelator saw. He saw the victory of the elect. Those who overcame. It says, in them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark. See that? Because the chapter before tells you those that are that fall victim to the beast and the mark in his image, you were going to taste of the second death. Right? So there's no repentance, man. There's no coming back from that. Right? The hell with these other guys are telling you, these other pseudo-Israelite camps out there, these niggas that is sold out, these informants, agents, hirelings, grievous wolves. All right? They're leading you to death. Okay? This, what we're reading here, is those that got the victory over the beast in his image and the number of his name, right? And them that had got the victory over the beast and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High. Right? Because we read earlier in Isaiah 24, how the elect, the saints, they were giving praises. They were singing songs to the Lord. Okay? It said, glorify ye the Lord in the fires. Right? Verse 3. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of power, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. See? Verse 4. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and glorify thy name? Right? And glorify thy name. That's right. Yep, we singing the Lord now, brother. That's right. That's part A. This is all part of that new song. All right? Revelation 15:4. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. You see that? The judgments at that time, at that point, the judgments are going to be clearly seen. Right? The elect, the saints of the Most High, are going to glorify the Lord in the fires. All right? They're going to be standing upon that sea mingle, what does it say? That glass mingle with fire. Okay? They're going to see the destruction. Okay? It said that the saints were singing the song of Moses. And when you read about that in Deuteronomy 32 and verse 41 on down, the Lord said he was going to whet his glittering sword. And he was going to cause the revenges upon the enemy, man. So basically, Moses saw, all right, Moses saw the end. Okay? He saw the destruction. Right? Real quick. Let's make that point before I go back. Okay? Because it said that they were singing the song of Moses, referencing Deuteronomy 32:41 on down. But is it also another point we brought out? And that's the 2 Ezra 14. All right? Because it tells you that Moses saw the end. Right? This is 2 Ezra 14:1. It says, and it came to pass upon the third day, I sat under an oak, and behold, there came a voice out of a bush over against me, and said, Esdras. And I said, Here I am, Lord. And I stood up upon my feet. Then he said unto me, in the bush I did manifestly reveal myself unto Moses, and talk with him when my people served in Egypt. And I sent him and led my people out of Egypt, and brought him up to the Mount of Sinai, where I held him by me a long season. All right, because he went up there 40 days, 40 nights to receive of the commandments. That was that long season. It says, verse 5, and told him many wondrous things, and showed him secrets of the times and the end. You see? And commanded him, saying, so Moses saw the end, right? He saw the destruction, the salvation, right? You know, the sea hip, right? The Lord revealed that unto him, right? Verse 6, it says, these words shall thou hide, Salakia. These words shall thou declare, and these shall thou hide, all right? So certain things were declared unto him, he's seen, certain things were hidden, right? It says that thou lay up in thy heart the signs that I have showed, and the dreams that thou hast seen, and the interpretations which thou hast heard. All right. Verse 9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such be as like thee until the times be ended. All right. That was the point. All right. Just wanted to make that point there. So anyway, let's go back to Isaiah 24. All right. Because we're talking about salvation. The only way is up. Come up hither. A divine deliverance, man. Okay. And you have to believe that, man. Many don't believe. All right. So going back to Isaiah 24. Isaiah 24 and verse 15 again, it says, wherefore glorify ye the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel, in the isles of the sea. Right? I got one more. Right? Just speaking on the fact that the elect are going to watch the destruction. They're going to see it. Right? Psalms 91. All right, bear with me. Psalms 91 and verse Psalms 91 and verse 8. And it reads, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. All right. So only with thine eyes thou shalt behold and see the reward of the wicked. All right. As we just read in Revelation 15, that seed that was that fire, that glass that was mingled with fire. Right. Lord willing, we be the ones that be saved and see it. Right. Isaiah 24:16. For the uttermost part of the earth have we heard songs, even the glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealers have dealt treacherously. Yea, the treacherous dealers have dealt very treacherously. Fear in the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. Right? And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit. And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, and that's going into the firmament. All right, that's going into the the upper atmosphere. Okay, and it says the foundations of the earth do shake. So when those missiles come out the silos, they're going to go into the firmament, the upper atmosphere, and those warheads are going to come down. All right, and that's what's going to cause the foundation of the earth to shake. Right. As we read about in Revelation 11, that great earthquake came and the 10th part of the city fell. All right, which was Babylon, America. All right. Verse 19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Right. Because, hey, you talking about 200 million. You talking about 200 million warheads, man. That's going to shake up the planet, man. Right? It says, verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. It shall fall and not rise again. All right? And that's the status of America, man. This place is going to fall and never rise again. The Lord told us in, was it Malachi, that he was going to throw down. All right? And it should never rise again. All right? This is the end of the Edomite empire, man. Okay? We're approaching the end of this beast. All right? This system. Verse 21, Isaiah 24:21, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord, Yahweh Shemawashai, shall punish the host of high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. All right? Dealing with the elites of Esau. And they should be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and should be shut up in the prison. And after many days, they shall be visited, right? Because, hey, this devil, this Edomite is going into hardcore slavery, man. All right? It's a wrap, right? Let's add some more. All right? So we're talking about the destruction and the divine deliverance. Isaiah 26 and verse 20. And it reads, it says, come up, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. All right, the chariots. Okay. Come up, come, my people, enter thou in thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment. So the elect are going to be aboard those chariots for forever amount of time. All right, until the destruction on earth clears. You know, hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed, that nuclear destruction, the fallout. Right? Verse 21, for behold, the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. And the earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain. All right? So Yahweh Shemawashai is preparing to judge the world. Pursuing to Isaiah 13. He's coming to judge the planet Earth. Right? This is why everything is being shaken up. Isaiah 13 and 11, and it reads, I start at 10. Man, I start at 6. Isaiah 13 and 6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemawashai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right, so the Lord is coming to destroy Babylon, man, America. All right, and he's going to destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Because that's going into what? That nuclear fallout. Okay? That smoke. Okay? That mushroom cloud. Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. Man, that's the great and dreadful, the great and terrible day of the Lord. Right? Let's get this too. All right. Revelation, just hitting all those quick scripts, right? Revelation 18 and all right, Revelation 18 and verse 4. Revelation 18 and 4, and it reads, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. All right, the elect being delivered. All right, on the chariots. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Right, that you don't partake of her judgment, and that you receive not of her plagues. Right, remember, part of the destruction, the plagues is part of the destruction. Right, that fire is going to be like a plague, man. Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven. All right, this is the most wickedest place on earth, man. The sins of Babylon, America, have reached into the heavens. All right, the moral degeneracy, the sexual debauchery, the Satanism, the blasphemy. All right, them attempting to get rid of the Most High and his ways. All right, Xing out the Lord. Okay, all this weirdo shit that goes on. Right, the sins of America have reached the heavens clearly. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Shema Shai have remembered her iniquities, man. And the Lord never forgot them. All right, this place was established off rape, robbery, and murder of the tribes, wickedness, masonry, Satanism, witchcraft, sorcery. Right, the Lord has not forgot the sins and iniquities of this place, man. He has remembered her iniquities. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her. Double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. So this place is going to be rewarded double. Right? And it's crazy because, hey, if you in the spirit, hey, we in that time. Right? That's why I said before, I always say in my lessons, it's a blessing if you can receive of this truth, if you can receive of the light, the understanding, man. All right, understanding the times that we in right now. Everything is drawn to closure. All right, divine deliverance is on its way. One more, right? Just want to get straight to the point in this lesson. All right, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. All right, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13, it says, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, meaning those that have died in the truth, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai, will Yahweh Shema Shai bring with him. Okay, so the elect, you know, the elect brothers, all right, true believers that died in the faith. Okay, It says, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, should not prevent them which are asleep. All right, because those that died in the faith, all right, members of the elect, they're going to be on the chariots with Yahweh Shai first. Okay? It says, verse 16, for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, himself shall descend from heaven with the shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of power, and the dead in Yahweh Shai shall rise first. See? Verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. All right? The only way is up. Those that are alive and remain are going to be caught up together with them in the clouds, in the heavens, on the chariots, to meet the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, in the air. See? We're going to meet the Lord in the air, in the chariot. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words, you know? So that's part of the comfort, man. There's a way out of this thing. Okay? There's a deliverance that's coming. All right? The only way is up, baby. That's it. And that's what we're waiting on. Hey, this is the patience and faith of the saints. You know, we get excited when we hear the news of World War III and the missiles are ready. All right? As of lately, we've heard about how America is surrounded by Russian military warships, man. Loaded and ready with nuclear weapons. China, Russia coming together to be a team to come against this whore. All right? To take down NATO. Right? These other nations align with Russia, pursuing Ezekiel 38. Scriptures talk about how Gog and Magog should be a guard unto them, man. So you're seeing the alliance of these nations preparing to go to battle, all right, with America. Obadiah, the first chapter, the very first verse. Let me get that. Okay? Prophecy is coming to pass every day, right? That's Obadiah. Right, Obadiah 1:1. Let me get that. Bear with me. Salakia. All right, this is. Bear with me. I'm just gonna pull it on my phone. All right, this is Obadiah. Come on, man. All right. Salakia, my phone was taking a little time because I wanted to get in the NLT. Bear with me. Hold on. All right, where we at? God damn. Hold on, I'm about to pull it 1 second. My phone freezing up. All right, Obadiah 1:1. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shai, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Right? That's what's going on. The nations are rising up against Edom for this World War III. The nations are coming together. All right? To send missiles on this place. Scriptures say, camp against her round about. So the destruction of this place is being prepared right before our eyes, man. And the only way out of this situation is through divine deliverance. The elect getting beamed up. Okay? Being delivered from the noisome pestilence. Right? One more. All right? It's all about the Israel of the Most High, the remnant seed, the elect. Those are the ones that are going to make it out of here, man. Right? So like I said, we get excited to hear that news. All right? Destruction of Babylon, America means the salvation of the Lord's elect and the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven. All right? Going into that new heaven and a new earth. Let's just get that. All right? The day of the Lord cometh that shall burn as an oven. Malachi 4:1. All right. This is 2 Peter 3. In 2 Peter 3:9, it says, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. You see that? Because everybody doesn't believe. People don't want to deal with the reality, man. Right? That the fact that what? This place is ending. That it's going to go out with the terrible nuclear destruction. And the Lord is not slack concerning his promise. What is his promise? To deliver the elect. To destroy Babylon. To bring in the kingdom of heaven. These things are not slacking. Okay? Right? That's why we are the watchmen. We're paying attention to everything that's going on around the earth, man. And tying it back to the scriptures. That's the very essence of what? Measuring the time diligently within itself. Okay? Because what is the measure? What's the measuring stick? The scriptures, man. You know? 2 Peter 3:9, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness. Man, we got plenty of time. The days that they talking about are prolonged. That's in the future. That's for my great-grandkids. You know? But is long-suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come into repentance, man. And all of Israel is not going to come into repentance, only the elect. All right? Verse 10. But the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right? That's the missiles hitting the earth, man. It's going to be a great noise. It's going to be heard all over. It's going to be heard. It's going to be heard and felt throughout the whole planet, man. Right? That's going to be a terrible day, man. Right? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Okay? Like I was bringing out at camp, I watched the little documentary going into the nuclear missiles and the firepower and the capability, and the nuclear scientist dude, he was breaking it down, and he said the fire would be at least 10 million degrees plus. Right? 10 million degrees plus. Right? You don't want none of that smoke. Right? 10 million degrees? Man. And on top of that, the Lord's Spirit in the midst of that fire. Man. Hey, take that C-hip if you want to. Right? 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, right? Your conduct, you know, knowing and understanding these things, how should we be carrying ourselves? Right? Right. People are dying in 100-degree weather, right? People dying in 100-degree weather. You talk about 10 million degrees? Right? When the Lord said he was going to reward Babylon double, bro, that's double. Right? 10 million degrees, you talking about oxygen being depleted. Right? You'll get melted before the wall of fire even gets to you. Right? Verse 12. Hey, that's that Sarah Connor scene, man, from Terminator. 2 Peter 3:12. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of power. This is what we're looking for. Right? People will say we crazy. Right? But that's our faith. We're looking for this. Because this has to come in order to receive the kingdom. Like it tells you that in 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter. All right? The evil that has been sown has to be plucked up in order for the good to be established, roughly paraphrasing. All right? So this has to happen. Okay? And if you don't want this to happen, hey, you in the way. Right? Looking for, 2 Peter 3:12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of power, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. 10 million degrees is fervent heat, right? That's unheard of, man. Okay, but that shows you, hey, the Lord gave this technology, all right, this power to this devil, all right? And he allowed him to have this capability to destroy his own self. That's the beauty in it, right? Let me add something else on there before I finish it out. Okay. This is Isaiah 51. Okay, Isaiah 51. We're just hitting all those milk scriptures that's dealing with the salvation and the destruction. All right, Isaiah 51 and verse 6, and it reads, I start at 5. Isaiah 51 and 5, it says, my righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and my arms shall judge the people, and the owls shall wait upon me, and on my arms shall they trust. All right, the salvation of Israel. Verse 6, lift up your eyes to heaven, and look upon the earth beneath, for the heavens shall vanish away like smoke. Right? That's that fervent heat. The heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever. My righteousness shall not be abolished. You see that? So going back, finishing it out. 2 Peter 3 and 13, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, as we read earlier, the Lord is not slack concerning his promises. We, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. All right? So the destruction, which is going to literally bring in a new heaven and a new earth, because the nuclear destruction is going to rearrange the planet Earth. All right? Just as the flood did. The flood broke the earth up into the world that we have today. So when this destruction comes via the missiles, it's going to create a whole new planet. Right? Because that fire is a cleansing agent. It's going to cleanse the air. It's going to cleanse the water. Right? It's going to bring a new heaven and new earth. Right? Wherein dwelleth righteousness. The kingdom, man. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that you look for such things, be diligent that you may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless, man. Right? And Lord willing, we be found without spot, without sin. All right? To stand blameless before the throne. All right? 2 more. Luke 21. Luke 21 and 27. All right? This is Luke 21 and 27, and it reads, I'll start at 25. Luke 21 and 25, it says, and this is red letter Yahweh Shai speaking. Luke 21 and 25, and there should be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. All right? That word perplexity goes back to confusion, puzzle. We see that now. People are bugging out. All right? They don't understand what's getting ready to happen. People are on edge, right? The uproars that's going on across the world right now, all right? That's the perplexity of these nations, right? The talks of war, rumors of war. It says the sea and the waves roaring, right? Food shortages, all types of shit going on throughout the planet, right? Earthquakes we just saw. Right now it's at like, what, 22,000 people that died over there in Turkey. And counting, right? All these things are going on, right? It says, verse 26, Luke 21 and 26, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, right? It says, verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. See that? The only way is up. Look up. Our redemption draweth nigh. Yahweh Shai is here, man. The angels are here. Things are happening. Okay? Last one, Matthew 24. All right, Matthew 24 in verse 30, and it reads, it says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Because, hey, it's going to be destruction. It's going to be great death. Right? It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. The whole world is going to see the majesty of the Lord, man. Right? Lord willing, we be able to see the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in the heavens, man. You know? Verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds from heaven, Salakia. He shall gather together his elect from the four winds from one end of heaven to the other, right? I got to bring out one more, man. All right? We in that time, man, the elect are about to be gathered, man. All right? One more. All right? Jeremiah 31:7. And it reads, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations, all right, which is America, right? Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, save thy people, the remnant of Israel, right? And I believe when you pull this word remnant in this verse, it goes into the survivors after a great slaughter. That's the definition of remnant, right? The survivors after a great slaughter. Okay? Verse 8, Jeremiah 31:8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, North America. All right? And this in America is where you have the majority of the 12 tribes. They're located here. Okay? You got the elect scattered abroad, but the majority of the tribes are here. Right? That's where this great deliverance is going to take place. That's why the image that I brought out in previous lessons, it shows that image from, I forgot what time frame it was, but it goes up to like 2014, and it shows all the highlighted areas where the UFOs were spotted at. But when you see America, that country is lit up. That's where most of the UFO sightings were spotted at, because that salvation, that great and notable salvation, is going to take place out of Babylon. All right, America, North America, man. Right? Jeremiah 31:8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, all right, women being delivered, all right, women with children, and her that travaileth with child together, yeah, pregnant women, they're going to be delivered too. And a great company shall return thither, all right, and that great company is the elect, all right, going to Revelation 7:9, that great multitude, all right, that John the Revelator saw. He saw Israelites being gathered and saved from all nations of the earth, man. You know? So that's how it's going down, man. Come up hither, all right, a divine deliverance, man, which is on its way. All right, so keep your eyes glued to the prophecies, man. Yahweh Shah is coming back. All right, Esau is about to bring whatever he's going to bring. Lord willing, he crashed this bitch. Right, he get rid of that dollar, the EMP, whatever the hell is going to happen, but something has to happen, all right? And this is what we waiting on, man. So, hey, I pray that this lesson was edifying, you know? We'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Hey, double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect. We are almost out of here. Hey, shalom.